Germany versus Japan. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dominic Rich, and in today's video I'll be doing a preview for the Group E fixture between Germany and Japan. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Germany and Japan were drawn in Group E alongside Costa Rica and Spain. Before we get into anything else, let's talk about how each team qualified for the 2022 World Cup. For Germany, they topped their UEFA World Cup qualifying Group J ahead of North Macedonia, Romania, and Armenia. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? You're wrong. They had to grind. Japan topped their AFC second round group with a plus 44 goal difference, hitting minnows Myanmar and Mongolia for double figures. They came second in Group B of the second round of qualifiers behind Saudi Arabia. 2006 hosts and four-time champs Germany have only ever missed the World Cup twice in their history. Hans-Dieter Flick took over from longtime boss Jogi Löw and will be looking to make amends for their group stage exit in 2018. Since making their debut at France 1998, Japan have qualified for every World Cup since. Managed by Hajime Moriyasu, the Samurai Blue appears to perform well at every other World Cup, making it to the round of 16 on 3 separate editions. Legend Appreciation Post. For Germany, Miroslav Klose. Germany's all-time leading goal scorer Klose represented Germany 137 times between 2001 and 2014. He also holds the record for the most career World Cup goals with 16. For Japan, Hidetoshi Nakata. The former Roma and Parma midfielder earned 77 caps for the Samurai Blue, scoring 11 goals. He represented Japan at 3 World Cups, including the one on home soil in 2002. Let's talk a bit about the head-to-head between Germany and Japan. The two teams have met twice in international friendlies in 2004 and 2006. Germany has one win while the other game ended in a 2-2 draw. Now for the form going into the World Cup. So Germany's next game is of course against Spain, then the last match against Costa Rica. But let's take a look at their form coming into the World Cup. You could see a 1-0 victory there against Oman, an Arab nation, a Middle Eastern country. 3-3 draw against England in the Nations League. As a matter of fact, let's take a quick look at what they did in the Nations League. So the Nations League form. Let's take a look at Germany. Let's go to League A. Let's scroll down. Germany, third in A3. That's not good enough. 7 points behind Hungary and Italy, but ahead of England, which is a positive. 1 win, 4 draws, and a loss. Not good enough, but at the same time, not bad. Tournament was probably used to experiment for players who may possibly appear at the World Cup. We're also international friendly early in the year, a 1-1 against the Dutch and a 2-0 win against the Netherlands. So it's fair to say 1 loss there. Not bad if you ask me, but too many draws, way too many draws. They will definitely have to find that winning formula at the World Cup. So for Japan, they played an international friendly against Canada on November 17th. They lost that game. That's a warm-up game for the World Cup. Before that, against Ecuador, 0-0 draw, 2-0 against the United States, 3-0 against South Korea. We move up, Japan, China, a 0-0 draw, 6-0 against Hong Kong. That's, maybe not the number 1 18 played in those games, but who knows? Who cares? Still Japan. Then we go up to the Kittens Cup Soccer. 3-0 loss to Tunisia, 4-1 win against Ghana, 1-0 loss to Brazil, and a 4-1 win there against Paraguay. So only 2 losses. All the other games they have won. Good in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers as well. Strong finish. Slipped up a bit earlier, but bounced back really, really well to pip Australia to that second place spot in the group. So it's fair to say that Japan are a very dangerous team, and they're coming into the World Cup in pretty okay form. Now it's time for players to watch for both teams. So look, Germany, we know this is a fresh look team, but Manuel Neuer is still the number 1 goalkeeper. He was injured for some time. Kevin Trapp and Marc-Andre ter Stegen are definitely capable backups. So look, we're going to have to keep an eye on the goalkeeping position, whether Neuer is 100% fit or not. Then we move into the defenders. Antonio Rudiger, he's going to be the leader of this defense. He's solid, he's aggressive, he got an eye for goal and everything. And if Germany are to get far in the tournament, they're going to need him fit and firing. Look, another defender I want to actually talk about. Niklas Zula. He's no longer at Bayern Munich, at Dortmund, and he's a lot better, in my opinion. He's matured now, 27 years old, and I'm not sure if it's going to be him alongside Rudiger in the defense, or if it's Matthias Ginter, Tilo Kehrer. Who knows? Who knows who Hansi Flick is going to go in with? It could be Nico Schlotterbeck, who's been a breakout star lately. He's also one to watch. Definitely. 22 years old. Moved to Borussia Dortmund during the summer. And we have to keep a watchful eye on Nico Schlotterbeck. Look, we're going to move. We're going to move. Of course, Joshua Kimmich, man. Midfielder. He could play at right back, but I don't think that's going to be his role. He's going to be in the midfield. Listed here as a Maverick. Bayern Munich legend, I should call him. They're going to need him to play well if they are to do something big at the World Cup. Look, Mario Götze. This was a surprise inclusion, but he would be an inspiration to this team. He scored a winning goal against Argentina back in 2014. And even though he fell from grace, he worked his way back. And I love this story of Mario Götze. I wish him well. This is probably his last World Cup, but I'm glad that Hansi Flick called him up so that he could ride off into the sunset gracefully. Leon Goretzka, goddamn. Big, strong, powerful. Him and Kimmich in the midfield. If they click, once everything goes well, the two Bayern Munich stars there, Germany could cause some damage. Jamal Musiala. Ooh. Look for him to do big things. Very versatile, very attacking. And he is a player to watch and could be one of the breakout stars at the 2022 World Cup. Big up to the boy Ilkay Gundogan, my Man City player, one of the mainstays of this team. Could be his last World Cup, and he's a goal threat, box-to-box, metronome, and he is a valuable player in this team. The forwards, where are Germany going to get their goals from? Look, there's Kai Havertz, there's Serge Gnabry, but the players that I want to keep an eye on, Thomas Muller, the veteran, very experienced, multiple World Cups. He's going to have a big role in this team, and I just hope Hansi Flick utilizes his services very well. Leroy Sané didn't make the cut back in 2018, and I think that was one of the biggest mistakes that Joachim Löw made, but he's back, and he's in very good nick since he left Man City for Bayern Munich. I'm still mad at that, but it's all good. And Leroy Sané is just a wonderful player to watch, man. And look, Yusufa Moukoko, surprise call-up, still only 18, and he is a wild card pick, and he could be very, very unpredictable and could be dangerous, along with Karim Adeyemi, but I want to keep a watchful eye on Yusufa Moukoko. So guys, we move to Japan. All right, this Japanese team is very, very, very talented. But the question I want to ask, who's going to be in goal? Is it going to be Shuichi Gonda, who's listed as the #1 goalkeeper? Or is it going to be the 95 caps, 39-year-old Eiji Kawashima? I think it's going to be Gonda, but they have very capable backups, Daniel Schmidt and, of course, Kawashima. So, look, we move into the defense. This Japanese team has a lot of talent. Ko Ikatura, currently of Borussia Mönchengladbach. Solid. Takehiro Tomiyasu, very versatile, all across the back line. Yuto Nagatomo, this man is a veteran, 36 years old these days. He was at the last World Cup, along with Hiroki Sakai, Maya Yoshida as well. So they have a lot of experience in their defense. Taniguchi as well. A lot of experience, man. Yamane, a lot of experience. But those players that I mentioned are the ones to watch. So, look, we move into the midfield. Talent, man. Ritsu Doan. He's in Freiburg. Freiburg's playing well, and Doan does well for the national team. Very exciting player. 24 years old these days, but I remember when he was a teenager. Look, Shibasaki was there in 2018 when they did well in the group, and they almost knocked out Belgium in the round of 16. So he is definitely one to watch as well. This team is stacked up. Takefusa Kubo, Real Sociedad, former Real Madrid. Ooh! Takumi Mina, we know how talented he is. But a player that I want you guys to really keep an eye on is Koharu Mitoma, currently of Brighton. Man, this guy's a gem. This guy is a gem. You know who else is a gem? Daichi Kamada of Eintracht Frankfurt and Jonya Ito. This team, I love this team. I love this team, man. Maybe that's why I'm predicting them to get out the group. Are they going to? Or would they let me down? Forwards. Takuma Asano, very, very stylish, currently of Bochum. And of course, you could see Daizen Maeda, currently of Celtic. These guys are going to need to be on their A game if Japan are to indeed get out the group. So we move. Fun facts. Fun facts. Germany have finished in the top 4 places at the World Cup 13 times. Not even Brazil have more. Having never played at the World Cup, legendary striker Kunashige Kamamoto has one of the best goals per game ratio in international footballs, scoring 80 goals in 84 appearances. Talk about a super samurai. All right, now time for my predictions. First and foremost, remember who knocked Germany out in the 2018 World Cup? It was South Korea, Japan's neighbors. Are Germany going to have PTSD and think that the Japanese are the South Koreans? I don't think so, but yeah, good joke, right? It's important that Germany start well, but we know there's going to be a few big scalps at the World Cup. Could Japan claim a big scalp in Germany or even Spain? This group is a very, very tricky group to predict. But I have Japan going through. And I also have Germany going through. How's this game going to end? How is Japan going to actually make their voyage into the round of 16? Are they going to beat Germany or draw, beat Spain? They're going to have to do something against one of these big guns. Do I have the balls to predict Japan to beat Germany? Because these big guns are here for the taking. We saw Argentina. They're here for the taking. I don't think this German team is the final product. I think there's still parts that's shifted around that still have to find their place. The puzzle isn't completed. But Germany are going to be a force. But one thing that they're lacking is that out-and-out goal scorer, that Miroslav Klose, that Mario Gomez type striker. Could that be an Achilles heel for Germany? Or would we see guys like Leroy Sané, Serge Gnabry, Thomas Muller, Jamal Musiala shoulder the goal-scoring burden? Quite possible. Karim Adeyemi, Yusufa Moukoko, Kai Havertz. Did I mention Kai Havertz? These guys could be the ones. But I think it's a big risk not taking a striker. Like a striker. You get what I'm saying? This Japanese team talent stacked up to the rafters. Very dangerous. Germany are going to have to be very, very, very careful. Guys like Junya Ito, Ritsu Doan, Takefusa Kubo, Takumi Minamino, even Kuaru Mitoma, Daichi Kamada. Oh, they're going to have to be very, very careful. Do not take this Japanese team lightly. They do not back down. They play some very attractive football. They do not sit back. They take the game to you. Are Germany ready to deal with that? They're going to have to bring their A game. Because I know Japan, they're going to put their best effort out there. They're going to run from start to finish in the heat. Could they represent for the Asian teams like Saudi Arabia did and earn a draw or a win? Guys, I think Germany are going to be a bit too powerful for them. I'm going for a 2-1 win for Germany. It won't be a pushover, but I'm going for the Germans to prevail on the day. Too much quality. I know Japan has quality, but the Germans, you never ever want to write them off. 2-1. Let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. Question of the day. Do you see the Germans making it to the semis this time around? In my opinion, I don't think so. But I should know better than that. Not to ever write off the Germans. Guys, there you have it. My prediction / preview for the Germany versus Japan match. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video if you haven't yet done. So go check out all the awesome content that I have on the channel. And from your boy, Dominic Rich, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.